96.9 FM, WACZ. Rocking this place hard. Rocking Willow Springs. Rocking you, rocker. That's what I'm doing, yeah. I tell you who's really rocking this is these insurance companies with health care coverage. I guess part 3 of the Greatness, Fairness, in Billing and Collections Practices requires an itemized list for any patients before referring an unpaid bill to a collection agency. Now, Rocker, have you been to the doctor anytime soon? Now, you know that they got us by the throat, and you know the bill's going to be in the millions of dollars by the time you walk out of there. I'm sure a Band-Aid is probably $10. But I wouldn't know, Rocket, because I work in radio, and we don't have no such thing as health coverage. Those are foreign terms around this place. We don't have no medical coverage. But I guess, Rocket, if you do have a job that you're paying an arm and a leg for some health care coverage, it's like raising another child, I'm sure. But I did one time have some health care coverage. And it was pretty good to come up in this place, but apparently they can't turn in them thousands and thousands and thousands of dollar bills that you're not paying on. They turn them into a collection agency and try to make you look bad. Hospitals and medical facilities now can be penalized if they don't comply with what they're calling an itemized list to the collection agency. Now, this gets an uproar going here because last time I got a damn bill, it didn't tell me nothing. It just said, here, you owe $900 for us to check your temperature that day you come in here almost fainted all on the emergency room floor. Well, Rocker, I guess the only itemized bill that they only worry about is to a collection agency. My God, they ought to be paying it. They ought to be printing it out on the bill that they keep sending you for all the hundreds of dollars. Now, don't forget, Rocker, now the hundreds and hundreds of dollars I'm talking about, like the $900, this is just an example here for them to check your temperature. For them to do that, and you get a bill for, say, $999, that ain't all the bill. They billed your insurance company for probably half of that or twice as much as that. Now, they already billed your insurance company. So now you get the other short end of the stick because now you got to pay hundreds and hundreds of dollars. I mean, it ain't like it's something reasonable. I mean, it's outrageous. And yet they complain because no one's paying the damn doctor bills. Yeah, well, hell. I'll save this argument for another day, another time, when we talk about the American dollar, how it has a zero, nada value to it. But apparently hospitals now got to get a little pissed off because now they got to have an itemized bill if they're going to try to collect some money from you. They can't just say, you owe us $50,000 for us to come in here and tell you you're crazy or something. God, Lord have mercy. Slap a Band-Aid on that wound. And that is after you wait about 4 or 5 hours to get back there to the nurse's station. Let's not forget about that. You know, when you go to the emergency room and you got to wait hours and hours and hours, well, they're apparently charging a seating fee, but they ain't got that on there. They're not telling you about that. But that seat fee is, by God, probably $60 every hour that they sit you there. We just can't get to you. We swamped back here. But on another term, if you're paying too much for health care in North Carolina, some lawmakers agree that it is too much. Senators advanced a bill earlier this week talking about lower health care costs. Ha! Yeah, right. Like anybody's on the boat with that. Anybody, raise your hand if there's any lawmakers on board with that. This is just something to look pretty. They talk about health care costs being so high. They want to make sure you know exactly what you're paying for when you go to the doctor or the hospital. Okay, I'm sure that the government's looking out for us. Someone in healthcare agrees that the healthcare cost prices are out of this world. Yeah, this is just a pretty news article to kind of fluff up things every day to kind of get us sidetracked. Yeah, right. Everybody been paying and struggling with this stuff for years and years. Why in the hell would you go down? Why? Oh, Lord, I can't take it anymore, rockers. I gotta get back to the rock and roll music. 96.9 FM, WAZZ. It is a rockin' good time.